last video I uploaded was the I think it was the pregnancy announcement, and that was quite a while ago. I believe it was like 4 months ago or so. I've been wanting to film this video. As you guys know by the title, I am filming the Old Wives' Tales gender predictions, and I did this once before, but it was way too long. It was like 25 minutes long, because my gender reveal was also included, and it will be included in this one as well. So I decided to do it again now, because if I don't do it now, I probably won't do it at all, because I am currently 30 weeks and 2 days pregnant, so I am kind of running out of time. I've just been so busy and at work, and I haven't had time to do it until now. So yeah, on this notebook I wrote some of the questions or the predictions down so that I can do them. Since I'm filming on my phone, I can't use my phone to look at them. So yeah, but I used the website My Baby's Heartbeat Bear. If you guys want to find them, that's where I got these from. The website has like 32 or something, and I just did 15 because, like I said last time, it took so long, since I like to explain and rant and stuff. So yeah, let's get started. Oh, and also, sorry that I look like this. I just got out the shower, and so my hair is like drying. It's still kind of wet, so that's why I look like this. And I look like this because I'm pregnant. Like, you can tell, like, I look bad, y'all. But anyway, so number one, I have the Chinese calendar, or the chart, or whatever. The actual website where I got these from actually has it there, so like you don't have to like look for it. It's already there. Now I looked at it, and basically you do the month of conception and the age of conception, and mine showed that I was having a girl, so yep, that's a point for a girl for that one. Number two, the Ramsey method. So this one is basically the ultrasound. If you do like an abdominal ultrasound, if the baby is facing or is attached to the left side, it's a boy, and if it's attached to the right side or facing the right side, it's a girl. Mine, the baby is facing the left side, so that's a point for a boy. This is my ultrasound at 15 weeks, and you guys can tell that the baby is facing the left side. And also on this one at 11 weeks, the baby is also facing the left side. And I do have this one when I was 23 weeks, but the baby's facing the right side, so I feel like that's a little inaccurate, so I try to use the ones from like earlier on in the pregnancy, because I feel like once they're bigger they move more. So yep, that's a point for a boy. 3, feel of your skin. So if you have dry skin, you're having a boy, and if you have oily skin, you're having a girl. My skin has been very, very dry. I used to have very oily skin before I was pregnant, and now it's less oily, but like other parts, like my hands, are very dry. At one point, my nose was still like the same as oily or less, but it was like peeling because it was dry, so that was weird. It was like combination skin type. So yeah, that's a point for a boy. Acne, if you break out, you're having a girl. And if you have like a pregnancy glow, like no breakouts and your face just looks really nice, then you're having a boy. I feel like this one is a point for a girl, just because earlier on in the pregnancy I broke out in my back. Like sometimes it would hurt to lean back on things, because of the pimples or the zits or whatever you want to call them. They were so big, and yeah, so. And also I did break out a little bit in my face, just on my forehead, but it wasn't too bad. I would normally break out before, but that was like when my period was coming. So it wasn't like a normal thing for me to break out. It was just then. But yeah, like my back was like, I broke out so bad in my back, and that didn't happen before. So yeah, let's wait for a girl. The Linea Nigra. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but this one, it says if you have like the dark line on your belly, if it's underneath your belly button, you're having a girl, and if it's above your belly button, you're having a boy. And mine didn't show till like I was in the 20 weeks. And it's actually above my belly button, so that's a point for a boy. At first it was below, but it was slowly starting to show above, and it's still really like faded, but I'll show you. So you guys can see right there, but it's also up here, and it's like really hard to tell because it's like so faint. Even this one's like really light as well, but it goes all the way up to here. So yep, let's point for a boy. And the baby's heart rate. So every time I've gone in for my appointments, when they check the baby's heartbeat, it's always been above 140, except for like the very first ultrasound when I was like 6 weeks pregnant. That one was like 126. But my most recent appointment, it was at 150, so that's gonna be a point for a girl, because if it's above 140, it's a girl, and if it's below, it's a boy. So that's a point for a girl. Number 7, cravings. If you are craving salty and savory things, you're having a boy, and if you're craving sweet things, you're having a girl. So this is crazy, but I craved both. Like very early on in my pregnancy, I did crave like a lot of spicy stuff, so I guess that's like savory, and I guess you could say salty. I remember one day I went to the hospital because I wasn't feeling well. I felt like I was gonna pass out, and I was craving the Doritos Dynamite chips. Like I was feeling so bad, and I was over here craving those. Like, so that was kind of like weird in a way. And I was like 9 weeks pregnant then, I believe. And then when I would like not feel very hungry at all, I feel like sweet things were the only thing I could eat. Like fruit. Like fruit is one thing that I've been able to eat throughout the whole pregnancy. The only thing I wanted to eat throughout the whole pregnancy. So I feel like that's half and half. So I'm going to give that a point to boy and girl. Alright, number 8, wedding ring test. So if you have a ring, whether you're married, engaged, or whatever, any ring would work. But if the ring, you put it over your belly, and if it goes side to side, you're having a boy, and if it goes in circles, you're having a girl. And if you find this on the website, it's gonna tell you the opposite. It's gonna tell you if it goes in circles, it's a boy, and side to side, it's a girl. But I've always known it as side to side is a boy and circles is a girl, so I'm gonna go with that. So yeah, and I'm gonna do that now. And I already had it set up to where like I pulled. Some people say use a piece of your hair, so that's what I did. I took a piece of my hair, and I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know if I can do this standing up. What do you guys think? I'm gonna try to do it like this. I don't know if you see that, but it's like going side to side. But I don't know if it's like, I'm trying to do it this way. You guys see that? It's going side to side. So that I'd give that a point for a boy for side to side. And I also did this earlier, laying down, and it was going side to side as well. So that's kind of creepy. But I heard that's really accurate. So yeah, that's a point for a boy. Carrying high versus low. So if you're carrying low, it's a boy, and if you're carrying high, it's a girl. I feel like I've always carried low, because I would compare myself to other pregnant women, and I would notice that my belly wasn't always like up here. You know, it's always been like lower. And I'm going to show you guys that now. I feel like maybe since I'm further along now, I mean, I'm in 30 weeks, it may seem like it's lower because of the weight and stuff. That's why I kind of feel like I should have done this earlier on when my bump had just, you know, came out. But I don't think it's that low yet because I'm not ready to deliver. So I feel like your belly drops once you're like maybe 35 weeks or so. But so I feel like it's pretty low. I feel like if it was a, like I said, if it's, like they say, if it's a girl, it's high. So I feel like if it were that, it'd be like higher like this. So yeah, I feel like it could be higher, but it's lower. It's like on the lower side. So I'd give that a point for a boy for being low. Number 10, sickness. So no morning sickness means boy, and morning sickness or all day sickness is a girl. I really didn't have any kinds of pregnancy symptoms at all. The first 9 weeks, I didn't have any symptoms at all. I wouldn't probably have known that I was pregnant, like for a while. But I took a pregnancy test. That's how I found out. If I had not taken it, I wouldn't have known for a while that I was pregnant. But no, I didn't have any morning sickness. I did throw up a couple times, but I had like migraine headaches. Like it would make me nauseous, and I still get those like maybe once a week or like maybe once every other week. And it's pretty bad because I can't really eat anything all day or I'll throw it up. Like my stomach has to be empty. And I used to blame it on the pregnancy, but I just found out recently when I did the glucose test that that I am anemic. My iron is low, so when I read the symptoms on that, headaches and stuff like that was part of it. So that's probably why I would get those headaches and stuff like that. So it wasn't the pregnancy per se. So yeah, but my glucose was normal, and this was a 3-hour one because I had failed the first one because I had eaten and I didn't tell them. So yeah, I shouldn't have done that because I got poked 4 times when they did the 3-hour one, and had to eat for like 8 hours straight. So yeah, that sucks so bad. Anyway, headaches. If you did have headaches, it's a boy, and if you don't have any headaches, it's a girl. And obviously, I did have headaches. I still do sometimes. So that'd be a point for a boy. Oh, and I don't know if I told y'all for the sickness part, but that's a point for a boy because I didn't have any like sickness. Sleeping. If you sleep on your left side, it's a boy, and if you sleep on your right side, it's a girl. So at the very beginning of my pregnancy, I would always lay down on this side, so my right side. And for a while, I like to sleep on my left side, but I'm back at right side again. So I'm gonna go with the right because that's how I like to sleep now. I sleep on this side of the bed, and I'm facing that way, so it's the right side. And that's a point for a girl. Heartburn. So if you have heartburn, they say you get heartburn with girls. Also, it means that the baby has a lot of hair. So I do believe that a lot of hair part. I've heard that a lot actually, and I feel like my baby will have a lot of hair just because most of the babies in my family have been born with a lot of hair, and people have said that they had gotten heartburn. So yeah, but as in boy or girl, this one would be a point for a girl because apparently you get heartburn with girls as well. Number 14, the eye test. So if you look in the mirror for like a minute or so, if your pupils are dilating, it means you're having a boy, and if they stay the same, it means you're having a girl. And I did this before, before I started filming, but I have the mirror right here, and I'm gonna see if I can do it again. So I'm gonna try to do it where you guys can see as well. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's like so dark in here, you guys. I don't know if I told y'all, but it's like 10 p.m. right now. And yeah, they dilated. I need to have to wait a minute. So, but I don't know, maybe that's just a normal thing. I feel like if you look at yourself in the mirror, whether you're pregnant or not, your pupils are gonna dilate. But for the sake of this, we're gonna just say it's a boy for that. So that's a point for a boy because they did dilate. And they did dilate as well before when I did it. And number 15, last but not least, the Mayan calendar. So this one is the year of conception and the age of conception. If it's even and odd, it's a boy, and if it's like odd or even it's a girl. And so the year of conception, we were in 2019, and I was 18 when I got pregnant, when I conceived. I'm 19 now. I just turned 19 last month, but so that would be odd and even. So that is a point for a boy. And if we add all those up, I went ahead and added them up the bottom here. You can see that. The total is 6 for girl and 10 for boy. So according to this, I am having a boy. So you guys will see in the gender reveal if this was correct. Like it was pretty close. 6 to 10 is not like very much of a difference. It's like 4. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's really accurate? I know I would always try to, guess the gender of a woman's baby or something when I would see them, like the shape of their stomach and if they were carrying high or low. And most of the time I was right, so I don't know if you guys believe in that or not. And also the ring test, I know people like to do that. I heard that's accurate. I got boy for that, so you guys will see if that one was correct. But yeah, and the shape of my stomach, I feel like it's more like of a basketball because it didn't grow like on my sides as well. I feel like it's just forward. But I'm gonna show you guys my bump because I didn't do any like bump dates or anything. I wish I could have done that. I wish I could have been more like involved with the pregnancy, like YouTube wise. I wish I would have had more, videos and stuff involving my pregnancy, but I've just been so busy, like I said, and I've been, working. But yeah, that's the end of this little video. I wanted to do like the cabbage test, but I never got around to buying the purple cabbage or the red cabbage, whatever people call it. And I wanted to do the baking soda test as well, but the baking soda we have had expired, so we threw it out, so we don't have any. But yeah, I have also filmed not too long ago. I filmed, well, actually it was a while ago. I was like 15 weeks pregnant or so. But I bought a baby Doppler, and I did like try and get out unboxing, like, I don't know if it's a review type video, but I don't know. I made a video on that though, trying it for the first time, because like the first 12 weeks of my pregnancy, or maybe even longer than that, I never heard my baby's heartbeat. They would just tell me what the heart rate was. So I bought one because I wanted to hear it. And yeah, and I explained that in that video, I think. So you guys want me to upload it, I will. But yeah, you guys watch the gender reveal now. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Ready, guys? Wait, everybody gotta go right there though. Oh, I'm pretty scared. I'm her sister and it's hard. Oh, I'm scared.
Ya, masuk aja.